Continuing with our topic on order of operations. Let's have a go putting these in ascending order. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, I hope you've had a go with this. There's a clue on the right with the order of operations pyramid here. Let's work these out first and then we can put them in order. So question 1, we know we've got a 4 squared here. Now 4 squared is the same as 4 times 4. When you square something, you multiply by itself. So this becomes 3 plus 4 times 4 is 16. So remember, we're going to do powers and indices first. So 3 plus 16 is going to give me 19. I hope you got that. I hope we're going to work out the next one to get the same method using order of operations. So this time we've got 2 different indices and then we're going to add them up. So we do the indices first. So in this case, 3 times 3 is 9 and 4 times 4 is 16. So I hope you didn't do the common mistake of 3 times 2 or 4 times 2. We don't want to do that. When you square something, you multiply by itself. So 9 plus 16 is 25. And then finally, the last example, 3 plus 4 squared. So brackets first. I can see there's a 3 plus 4 in the bracket. So that's going to be 7 squared. Now here we don't actually need the brackets because it's just a 7 in there. So 7 times 7 is 49. So actually, having had a look at this, if we put this in ascending order from smallest to biggest, it's already in that order. 19, 25, 49. I hope you got that correct. Now, we're going to do some practice questions here with order of operations. Pause the video for each question, and then I'm going to go through every one individually. So I'm going to rely on you to do that, and then I'm going to expect you to mark your work as you go along. Okay, so question 1, pause the video. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm actually going to get the order of operations pyramid back on here as well. Okay, so I can see using this, I'm going to do indices first. So I'm going to write every line has to include all the numbers here. 5 plus 6 times, and then the 2 times 2 is 4. You can see I've done that square first. And then I'm going to do the multiplication. So 5 plus 24, which is 29. Give yourself the first mark if you got that correct, and have a go with the second question. Okay, I hope you've had a go with this. Let's work this out. So the 6 minus 2 is going to be the first thing that we do. We know that's going to become 4. Now we can also work out the 5 squared because it doesn't actually affect the other things here. So we are doing the 6 minus 2 first, but just to be efficient, we're going to write 25 here as well. So 25 times 6 minus 2 is 4, and then we know that 25 times 4 is 100. Okay, hope you got that. Try the next one. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so let's see, I hope you did the indices first. So 5 plus 6 times 6 is 36, and then divided by 2. Now I've got addition and I've got division, so I'm going to do the division first because that has precedence. So 5 plus, now 36 divided by 2 is 18, and that's going to give me 5 plus 18 is 23. Hope you got that correct. Mark it, and now try the next question. Okay, pause the video if you haven't finished. Alright, so this is going to be brackets first, and just change the indices as well. So this will be 25 times 4 plus 3. Now we have to do the multiplication first because multiplication comes first before addition. So this is going to be 100 plus 3 which is 103. I hope you got that right. Okay, next question. Have a go at working this one out. This one's a little bit longer. You just have to be really careful with how you do it, the order in which you do it. Pause the video if you haven't finished. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do the indices first. So this will be 5 plus 36 divided by 4 minus 3. Next thing we want to do is look at what the operations we have. We've got addition, division, subtraction. Division comes first. So 5 plus, now 36 divided by 4 is 9, take away 3. And now adding and subtracting are equally important, so we just go from left to right. 5 plus 9 is 14, take away 3, that's going to give me 11. I hope you got that correct. Please try the next example. This will be the second last example that we do. Okay, if you haven't finished, pause the video. First thing we want to do is the brackets. So this becomes 5 times 6 minus 2 is 4. There's a square on the outside times 3. You don't have to write the bracket on the second line. I will, just to be consistent here. And now we know that indices come first before multiplication. So 5 times 16 times 3. And now we're going to do, there's just multiplication, so we're going to do 5 times 16 times 3. Now I'll let you work this out. If you have done, great. Now I just want to show you how can we do 5 times 16. We'll just do this on the side here. 5 times 16, I'm going to use a little bit of a shortcut here, and I'm going to, instead I'm going to double this to 10, and I'm going to half this to 8. So 5 times 16 is the same as 10 times 8. So they're both going to be 80. Okay, so this is going to be 80 times 3. That's a bit easier to do. So 80 times 3 is 240. It looks like I lied. There's just one more question for us to do. Okay, brilliant. If you got 240, could you please try this, which is definitely the last question. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, so let's do this. We've got 5 squared and 3 squared. So 5 squared is 25, minus 6 divided by 2 minus 9. Now we're going to do the division, because the division comes before subtraction. So this is 25 take away 3 minus 9. And now it's all subtraction, so we're just going to take everything away. Hopefully you got 13 as your answer. Mark your work. Here's just a quick overview of all the questions we've done. You can see all of the answers there. So what we're going to do now is move on to the practice exercise. This must be done in your books or on paper, and you have to show you're working out just like this example here shows. So this is what perfect working out looks like. It goes down the page. Make sure you have a column in your books if you're doing it in your books. I'm going to show you the answers in a few seconds, so you need to pause the video. The answers do not have the working out, so the working out you will have to do. This is just to check whether you've done it correctly. Okay, so here are the answers to the questions that you've just done. Remember, the working out will be the important bit, so showing how you got the answers is really important. Okay, finally, give yourself a mark out of 8 for this. I hope you got a good solid number for that. And we've got one final exercise to do. Which answers are correct and which answers are false? So you can pause the video and have a go, and then I'm just going to talk you through briefly which ones are correct and which ones are false. Okay, so hopefully you've had a go with this. So in the first case we have to do 3 squared, which is 9. 9 times 4 plus 2, you're going to get 38. So 38 is the correct answer. For the second one, we're going to do 12 take away 9, which gives you 3. And 3 times 4 is 12. So 12 is the correct answer. For the third one, 2 plus 3, do brackets first, so that's 5 squared. 5 squared is 25. 25 times 4 is 100. The fourth question, 3 squared is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. And we're going to do 11 times 2, which is 22. And 22 take away 22 is 0. And then finally, we're going to do 3 squared is 9. So that this becomes 30 take away. So that's 9 times 2 is 18, which is 12. The reasons why the others were wrong is to do with the order of operations. So for example, in some cases you're just working from left to right, not considering which order you're doing it in. That I'm going to leave to you to have a look at, just to deepen your understanding. I hope this was useful. Make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.